Well, we've seen numerous young adult novels become feature films, and most of those have become big blockbuster hits like Twilight and even The Hunger Games. But after The Hunger Games was released, there was this one film that came out and just didn't do so well. Did it really deserve to be a big disappointment after it's been a decade since it came out? Well, let's just shine a little light on this dark flick. Here's a review of Beautiful Creatures. Big Days! Entertainment rankings and reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2013 romantic gothic fantasy flick Beautiful Creatures, released by Warner Bros. For Alcon Entertainment and Summit Entertainment internationally. The film was written for the screen and directed by Richard LaGravenese, who of course was well known for directing films like The Fisher King and The Bridges of Madison, and for and the well, maybe not directed, but worked on films like The Fisher King and The Bridges of Madison County. The film is based on the 2009 novel of the same name by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stahl, featuring a cast including Alden Ehrenreich, Alice Englert, Jeremy Irons, Viola Davis, Emmy Rossum, Thomas Mann, and Emma Thompson. The film was released in February of 2013, since I'm long overdue for its anniversary, but I'd only seen this film one time, and I just recently revisited it on Max. It was released on Valentine's Day. Unfortunately, it ended up being a big disappointment. So, in other words, this film bombed at the box office. Anyway, the film is part of the Caster Chronicles series. There were four novels. Anyway, we start out in Gatlin, South Carolina, as teenager Ethan Wade awakens from a recurring dream of a girl he has not met. He despairs of his small town existence and dreams of leaving for college. His first day of junior year, a newcomer, Leah Ducanis, resembles the girl in Ethan's dreams. Other students gossip about Lena's reclusive uncle, Macon Ravenwood, and suggest that the members of her family are devil worshippers. On the way home, Ethan nearly runs her over. He gives her a ride and they bond over interest. In class, a few students insist that they cannot be in class with Lena and pray to be protected from her and her family. Visibly shaken, her class windows shatter, which increases fears and suspicions that she is a witch. Ethan and Lena become friends, and he gives her a locket that he found at Greenbrier. Both touch a locket, which triggers a shared flashback to the American Civil War. Macon disapproves of their relationship and conspires with Ethan's family friend Emma to separate them. Lena tells Ethan that she and her family are casters, which of course are called witches by mortals, and can perform spells. On her 16th birthday, her true nature will reveal itself toward either the light or dark. Complications arise when two powerful dark casters aim to push Lena to the dark. Ridley, Lena's cousin, and Lena's mother, Seraphine, who does not raise Lena well, and has possessed Mrs. Lincoln, the mother of Ethan's friend Link. Now then, that's all of the story I'm going to tell you. Since this film bombed, I'm not going to give the whole story away. So I'm going to go ahead and give you my thoughts on the film. Well, I've never read the books, because as I've had with most of the other films that I've seen, like Twilight and The Hunger Games, I'll say the film does have its moments and what have you. But anyway, the film did become one of the biggest bombs of 2013, according to Variety magazine. The film tanked at the box office here in North America, failing to only bring in a mere 19 million against a $60 million production budget. However, it did better internationally, making 40.6 million. But anyway, it failed to recoup its production budget and other costs, as generally speaking, half of ticket sales proceeds go to theaters. Its reviews were mixed and what have you, saying at 48% on Rotten Tomatoes, saying that it has charming romantic leads and it seems to point cast aside, the film is a plotting young adult novel adaptation that feels watered down for the Twilight set. Yeah, I feel like it just could have been a little bit better, but Entertainment Weekly said the film is arriving in a marketplace full of Twilight junkies still eager for their supernatural teen romantic fix, and the film's concept couldn't be clearer. It's Twilight with the sexes reversed. This time it's the boy who's the moral, moody, bookish Ethan, the outsider in his sleepy small town. The reviewer for this, Owen Gleiberman, also added is that the film is lushly pictorial and not too badly acted. The audience, like Ethan, spends way too much time waiting around for Leah to learn whether she's a good girl or a bad girl. Well, yeah, that's true and what have you. And Screen Rant called it a choppy melodramatic experience with very little payoff beyond the central love story. Worse yet, overlooking the usual on the nose dialogue about eternal love and sacrifice, this tale of star-crossed sweethearts is especially cheesy and unconvincing, even when compared to similarly heavy handed young adult novel turned movies. Fans of the supernatural romance subgenre will get about what they expect. And the New Yorker said the film is a classic example of the confusions and the outright blunders that can overtake talented people who commit themselves to a concept driven purely by the movie marketplace. Alas, the satirical energy and Ethan's bright talk dissipate after a while. But David Denby, who gave the review, did, however, praise a scene from the Civil War flashback, which appears as Ethan and Lena are watching a movie in a local theater, but only they can see it. As an interesting idea that I wish the director had pursued as a parallel negative. This kind of movie, however, demands not interesting ideas, but whooshing spectacle and madly redundant climaxes and a soundtrack filled with thuds and a shouting female chorus. I agree. Well, the film could have used a little spin polish here and there. The score for this was done by an act known as the new number, which is NO2, which that's one whole word plus the number 2, which was why and what have you. Anyway, but while despite the film failed at the box office, it did, however, do better on physical media when it got released on DVD and Blu-ray. 4 months. Let's see. No, three months later after its release. But anyway, and this unfortunately caused Warner Bros. And Alcon to abandon the follow up with the film with the other titles: Beautiful Darkness, Beautiful Chaos, and Beautiful Redemption. After this film ended up being a big disappointment at the box office. As for our cast, we have Alden Ehrenreich as Ethan. He wasn't too bad. Alice Englert played Lena. She wasn't bad. Jeremy Irons played Macon. Viola Davis played Emma. Emmy Rossum played Ridley. And others, we have Thomas Mann as Link. Emma Thompson as Seraphine. plus Margot Martindale as the character Aunt Dell, and Eileen Atkins as Grandma. So anyway, yeah, those were fine. Those were fine, but again, I think this film could have just been a little better. The film's not, well, is fine and what have you. It's not really one of the best film adaptations of a young adult novel, but it's alright and what have you. So that's all I can tell you on Beautiful Creatures. So would I recommend it? Well, if you are curious about it, then I'd say give it a one time watch. If you're not satisfied with it, then just don't watch it again. But I had to rewatch it so that way I could review it and what have you. So anyway, Beautiful Creatures, well, not the best, but it has its moments though. So what did you think of Beautiful Creatures? Let me know in the comments section below. If you liked the video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of another book-based film that ended up being a dud. And that would be the Mortal Instruments, City of Bones. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, consider checking out my reviews of the first two installments of two of these book-based franchises I talked about earlier. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of Twilight from 2008. The upper right-hand corner is my review of The Hunger Games from 2012. Or if you'd like a much better witchy flick and what have you, go see my review of the 1996 classic The Craft. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.